Hi, welcome back to the Careful Wanderer channel. My name is Bim, and each week I share the best travel planning tips, tricks, hints and suggestions to help you make your next trip the best yet. Today I'm going to be talking about hotels and things that you need to know and things that you can do to make your hotel stay the best it possibly can be. So I'm going to be sharing this with you from my professional experience. I have worked in hotels for a few years now. I also worked as a travel consultant building luxury itineraries for clients, and that required me working alongside hotels and understanding how they work and knowing a lot of inside information about the best things they have available for clients. So no further ado, let's get into it. Hey, so I just realized that a lot of the comments people have been making on my channels, were on hold, and I wasn't seeing them. So I just thought, people are busy, so they're not commenting as much as before. I just went through a whole lot of comments that I had to check and release. I changed the settings, so hopefully comments will be seen straight away automatically. I do apologize for those that would have left a comment and hadn't seen it and feel like I didn't even get a reply. That's resolved now. This video is going to be divided up into two parts. The first part is going to be about the booking and what you do before you get to the hotel. And the second part is what you need to do while you're in the hotel and while you're staying there. So one of the things you need to know before you book is the cancellation policy. This is obviously especially important now when changes are happening very rapidly. So check the cancellation policy, make sure you know when you go into that cancellation period. Most hotels, it can be a period of 2 to 3 days, and then you may not get a refund should you need to cancel, but check and make sure you know what that is first. Usually third-party websites, that time can be a bit longer, so be careful that the hotel may say, oh, you can cancel up till 24 hours before arrival, but if you book through booking.com or Expedia, that may be different, so do check that out first before you make a booking. Another thing to look out for is to look out for flexible rates. And I would advise you always, pretty much, even when the pandemic is over and life is back to normal, just in case things happen, always go for the flexible rate. They are a little bit more expensive, but you have that assurance. Should you need to cancel, you don't need to pay anything, or if you've paid, you'll get the refund back. Okay, so another thing you need to know before you book, read the room description. Hotels have different room categories, and just don't go by what the picture is. The picture is to give you a good idea of what the room looks like, but it's also marketing. And sometimes a room in one category has various layouts. So the picture you may see may be different from the room that you're going to get. So to know for sure what you're getting, read the room description. Don't skip it. It's only about 2-3 minutes to read everything and make sure the room and the category you're booking has everything that you need, because you don't want to get to the hotel and find out that you booked this room and because you saw the pictures of another room, and these things happen as well. If you're going to arrive before the check-in time, make sure you let the hotel know in advance and say what time you're arriving. Usually check-in can be anything between 2 and 3 p.m. So if you're going to arrive before that, if you have a morning flight, for example, let them know, say, hi, I have a booking for these dates, but I'm arriving in the morning or I'm arriving early afternoon. Please, may I have a room if it's available? There's no guarantee to this. In fact, the only way to guarantee that you will have a room before you arrive is to book the night before, and that room will be kept for you and you can arrive anytime you want. Some hotels, they do let you do an add-on, either for early check-in add-on or an any time where you can arrive any time of the day. A lot more hotels started to do this since the pandemic started. So check out if those are available. If you're going to come early, see if those add-ons are available. And if they're not, let the hotel know, because if there is a room available, usually that will be given to the people who have at least requested an early check-in. So just to keep that in mind. Which facilities are available? And also check, do you need to book in advance for facilities? So for example, if they have a pool, do they have the pool available in slots? If they have a spa, are these things only available in slots? If the gym, do you need to let them know beforehand, before arrival, if you would like to use it? Do find out ahead, find out what facilities they have and see what's available to you. During this time, that varies. Hopefully as things start to normalize, it may still be a case of you having to book in slots just as we're still doing social distance and distancing and things like that of that nature. Okay, so those are all the things to know for before you go on a hotel, before you book your hotel, and before you get there is the cancellation policy. Make sure you know what that is. Book a flexible room rate. Read the room description. Let them know in advance if you're going to arrive early, or to that matter, if you're going to arrive extremely late, like 11, 12, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Also let them know when you're going to arrive. And check which of the facilities the hotel offers are going to be open, especially during this time, and check if anything you want to use, if you're required to book in advance. So that's before. So when you're about to leave for the hotel and when you're there, these are the things you know. Do take a form of ID on you. Now, for those of us in the UK, we're not used to carrying around ID because it's not something that's required by law. We may not have ID. Well, we not even think to bring ID because we're not used to that. So when you book a hotel, usually when you're abroad it's okay because you're traveling, you have your passport on you, so you have an ID even if you don't expect to be asked for it. Yeah, if you're traveling around the UK, you need to make sure you have an ID on you. Not every hotel asks, but usually this is the first step to protect you from fraud. For example, if someone can somehow got a hold of your credit card and booked a hotel room, and they check into the room and use the room, and that money is gone, and the hotel hasn't done their due diligence to check that the person who booked the room, the credit card matches the person who's at the front desk, it's problematic. And so don't take it as something personal to you or they don't trust you. It's just the way right now these things happen, and hotels need to protect themselves. They need to protect their customer as well. And so they will ask you for an ID. Most hotels do require that from you. Another thing I would say, in regards to that, if, for example, you booked maybe for a group of you or you booked for a family and someone else whose name is not on the book is going to arrive there first, make sure the hotel knows that, oh, so this is my booking, so and so is going to check in earlier, please let them check in. Like, give that information, again, for your own protection. Anyone can walk in and say, oh, I have a booking under this name, but, I don't have ID, I don't have a credit card to match that name, but I'm coming into the room. Again, it's for your protection. Don't take it the wrong way. The more information you give them in advance, the more they can make your check-in seamless and go smoothly. Some other things you need to bear in mind as well is if you have an issue, so for example, you check in, you go to your hotel room, maybe for example, the TV doesn't work. Let them know. Let the front desk know if you have any issues with your room, any issues with the food, whatever's going on, let them know what the issues are. Now, I know some people who are used to traveling either for business or for personally, and they're used to going up or calling and say, oh, this is not working, please get it fixed. I do realize this kind of be more easier for some people than others. Some people, either because they travel more, or they're very used to saying what needs to be done, or saying what they think. So asking for help or saying, oh, that needs to be fixed, or that's not working is easy. Some of us, we don't like things that are confrontational. We don't want to sound like we're complaining, so we won't say if something's going wrong. So one thing I would give it kind of like a script. You can adapt it in your own words, in your own way. If you're someone who's not used to or not familiar with complaining about something or something has gone wrong, here's what you can say. You can just start with saying, hi, I'm from room 123 or whatever the room number is. I just want to let you know my bathroom light's not working. Can someone please sort that out? So it's not antagonistic. You are saying the room you're in, you are saying what the problem is, and you're asking for a solution. And the person on the other side at the front desk, the receptionist, whoever you're talking to, they know they need to get that sorted out, and they'll let you know what the steps are to make sure that happens for you. So I'll say it one more time. So, hi, I'm from room, say your room number. I would like to let you know, state the problem. Please, can you have someone fix it or someone sort it out, or can someone please look into this for me? So that's the way you can do it over the phone, or if you go down and speak to them to make it a little less confrontational and there's someone you're not used to doing this. Another thing you should also do when you're in the hotel is do not be afraid to get your freebies. Now, it depends on the hotel you are. Usually most hotels that have teas and coffees, if you want extra sugar, extra cream, go get that. Some hotels, they have the dental kit. So you have like dental floss, toothbrush, and a toothpaste. Some hotels give that for you for free. I've found is usually the more expensive, the more luxurious, the more the higher star rating the hotel is, the more freebies that you get. But either way, there's never anything wrong in you just asking for things and seeing what's available to you. So ask for your freebies, get them and use them. They're all part of what you've paid for. The next thing I'm going to say is do be kind to the staff. So yes, they're a brand. They have a level of customer services that they're expected to provide, but always remember the person on the other side is a human being. And you don't know what the person who was in front of you unleashed on them. Remember, they're human beings. Treat them as such. Again, I gave you a script earlier now if you want to make a complaint, so you can do it without being confrontational or antagonistic. They are there to help you. They are there to listen to your requests and to be of service to you. But remember, they're also human beings. The fact that they're being paid doesn't mean you're allowed to just scream and shout and throw your problems at them. Remember that, yeah, so just to keep that in mind. Okay, so the very last thing, when you're in the hotel, if you're looking for things to do, looking for places to eat, activities, what's going on that week or that weekend in the local area, don't hesitate to ask them. So yes, well, things like TripAdvisor, and you can Google 10 things to do in such place. The concierge, front desk, receptionist, these are sometimes the best people to let you know what's going on, especially if they're more local experiences and activities, things you may not necessarily be on the bucket list for the destination you are, but something that's a bit more personal. They will know what they are. Another thing as well is that the restaurants they tell you to go to, the places they tell you, if you want certain services, wherever they send them to, they will do their best to make sure they're on par with the standard and the brand of the hotel. So, for example, if you said, hey, I want to find somewhere, for example, in the local area to do my nails, the recommendations they're going to give you will match up with the type of hotel that you book. So just bear that in mind. It's also easy for you that you know wherever they're sending to you, you're going to be comfortable, and it's something that it meets up with your expectations. So ask them, they're there to help you, and I hope when you next get to go to a hotel, you have a great time. If you have any of your own tips that you use when you travel, do let us know down below in the comments. I'll be happy to hear them. As always, like this video. If you know people who travel, love traveling, will be interested in this, send the video their way as well. Okay, and next week I'll be back again with a new topic. Have a great week. Bye.